The next stage is to think about the topics that we have RAG rated as green and that we feel confident on that we might then go back and recap. As always, this has to be based upon the hard data that we've tested ourselves, that we're getting well over 90% every time to be confident that we are green in that area of the topic. While these topics are not our priority, we still focus our attention on those red and amber areas. We don't forget about the green content. We go back and recap it and keep learning it and revising it. That is how you make it stick. Go back over the stuff a week, a month later, keep it fresh in your mind, even if it is something you are confident in, to try and avoid it dropping off. I'm going to talk about 3 ways to recap learning. One is overlearning, and second is making links, and 3 is flexible learning. So just to remind ourselves of where we are, we've talked about organizing our content into topic lists, then ragging that content into the red areas of the topic need to go back and be relearnt. Amber, we focus our retrieval practice, and then to build that long-term memory, we get into the green areas of topic and the recap. The best recapping does not need to happen as frequently as the red and amber topics, and at times it can be completed more quickly. This is also where we can have a bit more fun with the content. Overlearning means continuing to practice something or retrieve information, like quizzing yourself, beyond the point of being able to do it really well. There is really good scientific evidence to show that this can help embed skills and knowledge in your long-term memory. For example, someone learning a piano piece may continue to practice it even once they're able to play it well. In revision, this might be continuing to answer quiz questions a week later, even after you're able to get 100%, even the same questions. Or continuing to answer a particular type of exam question, even though you're achieving highly in that question. This all helps to stick it in our long-term memory. And it means in the exam we have to spend less time thinking and more time we can spend getting marks. Secondly, making links is all about making connections between different areas of content. This can also help to cement their place in our long-term memory. This might be making connections between different ideas to explain how they work together, or it might be trying to find similarities and differences between 2 areas of content. It might be putting things into hierarchies and orders of importance, or using Venn diagrams or mind maps to show how ideas and concepts are connected. You can also ask yourself questions while you are studying about how things work and why, and then look for the answers in your class materials. You can even describe how the ideas you are studying apply to your own experiences and memories, and make connections to the ideas you're studying in class. As ever, this stage can only come once we're really confident in the accuracy of our ability to remember the content. Finally, we think about flexible learning, taking the content that we are now confident in, putting it into different formats and ways of organizing it. Look at your class materials, find visual representations of things, and then explain them in your own words. Take information you're trying to learn and draw visual representations to go alongside. Come up with different ways to represent information, for example, in an infographic or a timeline or even a cartoon strip. Flexible learning can also mean putting your content into a song or a poem or a mnemonic. All of these strategies require us to think flexibly about the content and deepen our learning, once again embedding it in our long-term memory.